And a feature of his semi-final was the mastery of the old school broken time attack. Reminds me of the great fencer from Czechia, Alex Šupanic. Can he produce some magic against the highest seeded fencer in the competition, Damiano Di Veroli? Out comes Jan Nowak from Poland, representing St. John's University, followed out by Damiano Di Veroli from Italy. He studies at Link Campus University as the 2023 Junior World Champion.
Representing Poland,
für Polen,
Jan Hieromin Nowak.
No pressure on Jan Nowak here. No pressure at all.
Italy,
für Italien,
Damiano Di Veroli.
Contrasting semi-finals. Di Veroli got off to a slow start. Jan Nowak got off to a fast start but stuttered at the end. Flo de Calm will take control of the match with Paul Tenbergen on the video. So, Di Veroli, final words from Valerio Aspromonte. Down at Jan Nowak's end. He's being looked after by Tomasz Cieplej. And I know watching on is the Polish junior national men's foil coach, Łukasz Szymanski. He'll be cheering loudly from Gdansk in Poland for Jan Nowak. Big task. Damiano Di Veroli is the top seed in the competition. Flo de Calm from France gets the men's foil final underway. And the first action given to Di Veroli, counter block by the looks of things, but Nowak has called for a video appeal straight away. The blade picked up there, but you can see the riposte from, or the parry from Damiano Di Veroli, and he might have a point here. So, 1-0 for the Italian. And you're just joining us. This is foil. Whole body's target, sorry, the whole torso is target, everything apart from the arms, legs and head. The referee's got to decide who has the priority in the last action. You have the right of way and hit off the valid target area, you'll get a white light up. No hits scored, and the fight resumes from where the off-target landed. Into the back line, Nowak picks up the right of way, and Nowak levels up. The shades of what we saw from Troy Mincio against Di Veroli in the semi-final, with Nowak using the line to keep his opponent at bay and at distance. Veroli switching weapons. There was a bit of a kink in the one he surrendered to the referee. He's had a nervy couple of days here. Valerio Aspromonte, the Italian coach. Well, there's a little bit of desperation in that evasive maneuver there from Jan Nowak. So agile, he's off the piste and still doing textbook footwork. Taking out one of the lighting Toblerones. definitely been watching that semi-final, hasn't he? The coach certainly instigated this idea to use the line to keep distance, and that's what Choi did in the semi-final. But the counter-action from Di Veroli puts him back into the lead. Don't know how Di Veroli managed to get that. He seemed to be falling backwards as he was going away. But somehow he's able to plonk it on with the second stop hit attempt. Great hit. Nice. A little bit more direct. Feint disengaged, feinting to the outside of the body, then coming inside the blade. And that's very direct. Tamás Csiplay cheering on his charge. Yeah, that's right. The first attack is no from Di Veroli. He misses, and Flo de Kern called that absolutely bang on. First action is no. It was clear. I don't know why he's remonstrating here, because either call for a video review or crack on. Now, Di Veroli asking the referee to look for what's called core to core, body to body. You're not allowed to force yourself into your opponent to avoid being hit. Building his attack bit by bit, and having to be patient there. So 2-point lead. And back to the more direct actions from Novak. Jan Novak spotted, been given a yellow card there, and must have been for deliberately leaving the piece to avoid being hit. And the first attack is no, the riposte is no, and the continuation from the right of the attack is good, and it's 5-5. So the attack came from the right, it missed. It was right away for Damiano Di Veroli. He missed, so the priority goes back to Novak. But now, Di Veroli has just called for the referee to have a look at the video for a ducking of the head of Novak. I didn't see that there. The referee's had a look. And going into the pockets. Hit stands. I'm not sure that the referee got the message there. I think she used a video there. Potentially, Di Veroli's down to just one video as he goes 6-5 up. There's a lot to unpack. We've still got a minute of the first period to go. Oh, that's lovely. In the end, it was a cart carry, windscreen wiper across the body, and then going high up into Preem here to land the hit underneath the elbow. You'd forgive the 19-year-old Pole for feeling a little fearful of Damiano Di Veroli. He has top 16 finishes at senior level. But there seems to be no sign of it here. There's the beat. And Di VEROLI re-establishes the lead. Missed a couple of those, and there the attack comes from the left-hand side in the end, but misses. Using that line as distance. Using the line for distance, trying to keep his opponent out of the way. Close quarters, Di VEROLI's pretty good. First action was no from Di VEROLI, and then Novak hits off target. Too easy. Didn't prepare that Jan Novak, and Di VEROLI gladly accepted that gift. Ceased riposte to shoulder. A great view of it from that overhead. And now another twist to the tail as we have the medics called out for Jan Novak. We saw Aurora Grandis take the gold in the women's foil competition on day 2 of the Rhine-Ruhr 2025 World University Games. But here, this is not the one-way traffic that the Italians would have hoped for. Has toed and froed this one. A lot has to be said for the 19-year-old here, just getting a bit of magic spray, because he's producing a little bit of magic himself, keeping this one so tight. The chasm in international experience between these two cannot be underestimated. Novak making it look like a tiny little gap. Just under 40 seconds to go, first period of the men's foil gold medal match here. Attack does come from the right, and it just about hits off target, so no hit given. Counter riposte is blocked. Oh, that was furious conversation between the blades, and Di VEROLI comes out on top again. Counter parry. It then turns from a riposte to an attack. A 2-point lead. Winding up that long attack again, Damiano Di VEROLI, and they elect to give up the last 10 seconds. We'll go to the break with Di VEROLI in the lead, but only a jest, 9 points to 7. Plenty of support for the Italian in the crowd here in the SMS. What a man to have in the box with him. London 2012 team gold medalist for Italy, Valerio Aspromonte, coaching Di VEROLI. Down at the other end, Tamas Chipley, coaching Jan Novak. And this was an amazing way to finish the period. Absolute fury from both of them, showing their attacking and defensive prowess. Di VEROLI coming out on top in the end. 9-7 lead the Italian has, and he's not had it all his own way. Focus when you have so many phases of play, absolutely critical. Well, representing St. John's University, the Red Storm, as it's been dubbed. Novak needs to storm back into this one. Second period. Men's foil gold medal match. VEROLI leading by 2. But Jan Novak has been a feature in the match. Got to be a little bit careful here, Novak, on that attack with a hand held up high. VEROLI's very good at stop hit and blocking. So he counter against the right of way. Stepping in that time. Novak perhaps trying to set things up, the hit before, the phrase before.
Attaque, non contre-attaque, voilà. Regarde. Prêt. Allez.
Barrier pass from the right. I think it might have actually been called an attack. But if you hit your opponent's blade, you have the right of way. And that is exactly what Novak did.
Prêt. Allez.
Well, a card is going to come out here for Cora Core. And it is a red card, so that is a free point to VEROLI. Well, some might think that he did nothing to get out of the way there, VEROLI, but it's not his responsibility. If you're running at your opponent, you have to go past them and not run into them. And I think it's just unsettled Novak there. He acknowledged that he made the mistake, but that's 2 very quick points in a row from VEROLI, and he's now 4 away. Oh, that went from attack right to an opportunity for VEROLI to land, the distance closing up, and somehow Novak able to fashion another prime finish. Now that's the stop hit I'm talking about. You cannot run in with your arm back. I talked about broken time earlier on, but VEROLI's clocked that so early and stayed in distance. Experience playing its part now. And another one this time, straight off the line. A bit like the Sabres are doing in the semi-finals. Open eyes first step. If your opponent does nothing, launch an attack. And this is a 4-point lead, the biggest lead either of them have had all the way through. Reduced to 3, though. So turns line into para riposte. And actually, that did look like it hit the white jacket. And VEROLI may but well ask to have the time to change his white jacket. Now, this gives us a little bit of a pause in proceedings. So let me just roughly explain this without getting too detailed. You can see how hard it is to work a fencing match. It's a 14-meter piece, and you're going up and down it. And this isn't the only match of the day. These guys have been fencing all day. They've had a preliminary round of pools where they fenced 5 other fences up to 5 points, 6 other fences up to 5 points, and then they had to go through a round of 64, 32, 16, 8, and semi-finals to get to this stage. And this is the Cora Core that we saw with Novak running into his opponent. And that was a free point there, because he was already on a yellow card. That's another yellow card offence, but 2 yellows make a red. Now, back to the jacket situation. That white jacket goes underneath the lame jacket that describes the valid target area. Now, because you're running up and down the 14-meter piece all day, obviously you're going to get hot and sweaty. And when you get hot and sweaty, it can start conducting or continue the conduction from the electric jacket, from that lame jacket, and it means that your off-target area becomes valid target area according to the electronics. So, fencers all around the world at this level always carry spare jackets in their bags. Spare jackets, spare plastrons, spare breeches. Plastron is the underjacket, spare gloves even. And so Di VEROLI has just taken this little break because that hit will stand. It's his equipment that's failed. This is the hit in question. See that? It lands on the shoulder, or just below the shoulder, on the top of the arm. And Di VEROLI spotted it straight away. And so he's now got off and changed his white jacket, probably his under jacket as well. And he'll be coming straight back out to resume the match. He'll be frustrated by it, but I think the worst thing for him here is it's broken the momentum for him, Di VEROLI. And it's given Jan Novak an opportunity to have a little think. And whilst the coaches are not allowed to provide support in this technical break, they all do. So for sure, Tamas Chepley has been feeding little bits of information to Jan Novak. Di VEROLI back out. He's going to want to have that jacket, white jacket checked to make sure it comes up with a white light, an off-target light, and there it does. Now, can Jan Novak use this to his advantage? Hostilities resume. Novak having equipment issues of his own here. Stop it. Cannot keep doing that. That's the second time it's been successful, but we saw Di VEROLI rehearsing it a little bit earlier, and the Italian is now just one away from the title. So Parapas given as off target, and Jan Novak thought he was going to get that one, and he has called for a video review. He felt he'd done a beat attack. There's a clear beat from Novak. It was off target from Di VEROLI, so this isn't going to be the end of the fight, but that was a good call from Jan Novak. He makes the beats and he closes the gap to 3 points. Beat attack again from the right, off target, white light, so no hit. Oh, just off target from the pole. Di VEROLI thought he'd done it there. Well, one misses, one hits. I'm not sure that Flo de Calm was going to separate these. If anything, you would have given that attack to Di VEROLI, but he missed. Tense moments, but another stop hit. Break in time from Damiano Di VEROLI of Italy. And yesterday, it was Aurora Grandis who took the gold in the women's foil for Italy.
champion.
The conveyor belt of foilists continues in the men's competition as Damiano Di Veroli, the top seed for the competition, gets cheered on by Grandis as he takes the men's foil title here in the Essen Messe. What a performance from Jan Novak, though, you have to say. He delivered in spades and spades throughout the match. But in the end, the class came through. The experience paid off.
Fencing fans, please stay for
Damiano
the
Di
women's save.
Veroli
We'll
will
start
stand
in a few
on top of the
seconds.
podium here in the men's foil competition. Fabulous stuff. Day 3 of the fencing, and Damiano Di Veroli, the top seed in the competition, has come through to take the gold. Di Veroli came into this competition today as the favourite, but that comes with added pressure. He got off to a flyer, coming off the line in seconds to score the first hit, but Jan Novak played his part throughout the match. Kept it tight in the early stages, leveling up at 6-6 as the two traded hits in the early period. Fencing is like a physical chess match. You've got to make the right moves at the right times, and Di Veroli broke away at the halfway stage, well, sort of after the first period, with a 2-point lead. Novak came back at him, but he made a couple of errors, tactical errors, opening himself up to stop hits. And in the end, it was a counter block that took the victory for Damiano Di Veroli, the champion of the men's foil competition at Rhein-Ruhr 2025.